Oh, what's up, everybody? We're back with Crash Bandicoot, and I just realized I said in the first 30 seconds, so editor, bleep those out. I'm here with Rachel.
Yep. Hello, friends. I've never played this game.
Yes, this is Rachel's first time in the Crash Bandicoot foray. You may have remembered that Andrew was my co-host for the first half of the Crash Bandicoot series, so now Rachel's here for the second.
But Andrew flaked out because he's a little punk.
Yeah, he's a weenus.
Mm-hmm.
So now Rachel's here. Rachel's here to pick up the pieces.
Mm-hmm. I am here to be a big bitch.
So just to just to get Rachel up on like what's happening with this game. In the first Crash Bandicoot, it's basically like Super Mario. Your girlfriend gets captured. You gotta go through 3 islands. You beat this big-headed fuck in the background called Dr. Neo Cortex, and you get your girlfriend back.
Fun.
Second game's kind of different from the first one. This time, your Neo Cortex needs your help in collecting these little big-ass purple crystals in the background, but he's trying to trick you.
Oh, is he a bad guy?
Yes, he is a bad guy. And that's Crash Bandicoot and his sister Coco.
Does our girlfriend leave us for him because that would make it more dramatic?
No, but I do remember seeing a GIF online about that same scenario you just pointed out, so that's kind of scary.
Well, I think it would make for good drama.
No.
Like, let's make this a revenge flick game, you know? Like, she leaves us for the bad guy, and then we pick up these armadillo things and, like, really pissed off and we're drunk and we're heartbroken, so we start hucking those at her window, and then the Neo Cortex guy comes out, and, like, we have to fight him in an epic battle with fruit.
With fruit.
Doesn't this sound good? Yeah.
Sounds like
Doesn't
the perfect.
This sound positive?
Sounds like the perfect fanfic. I must say.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a writer, Donte. Okay, I'm sorry that I think too creatively for the rest of you plebeians.
You know, you're right.
You can't appreciate my narrative genius.
You're right. My artist brain could not dare be compared to your writer brain. I'm just not that creative, you know.
What's Turtle World? Or whatever the fuck it's called.
So, Turtle Beach, Turtle World is kind of like the starting area. So there's 4 different areas that we have to go through to collect crystals. But first, let's see what this big head wants.
Okay. He reminds me of Mastermind, except not blue.
You know what? He does have the Mastermind head. Just, you know, he just got to round that top head off.
I remember watching Mastermind and being like, I find this child's film cartoon villain weirdly attractive.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I don't know. It was a very expressive cartoon character.
It's because he has Will Ferrell's charming voice?
Probably. But not Will Ferrell's less than charming face. No. Does that mean to say?
No, not really. I mean, you just don't find his face all that attractive. That's perfectly human. Perfectly human response.
Whereas I find Mark Wahlberg's face attractive, but he's a terrible person. So he's not attractive himself.
Yeah, from what I heard, he beat up a man of ethnic background.
He blinded the guy.
Blinded him, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, blinded him. No, I mean, he beat him up and then blinded him. The guy doesn't have use in, like, one eye.
It's pretty
That's
fucked up.
fucking insane. Why does he keep getting work in Hollywood? It's crazy.
Because he makes Hollywood money. Rachel, don't you know that money is the root of all evil?
That's true, but he's not even a good actor.
I mean...
Except for the other guys. He was good in the other guys.
I love them, yeah.
I really, genuinely love that movie.
I liked him in the other guys. He was funny as shit. Is he a terrible person?
That's such a good movie.
Yes, for doing that action, yes, he's a terrible person.
Yes, he is. He was also good in Pain and Gain. Have you seen that?
I did. That was a pretty good movie.
I really liked the movie, but it was also weird because if you know the actual story, like, they turned the dudes in that movie into like no, Mark Wahlberg's character was obviously like a sociopath, but The Rock's character, and who's the other guy? Anthony
Mackie.
Yes, they turned those guys into like, you know, lovable, nice guys that just got tangled up in the wrong shit. And in reality, that's actually an incredibly dark, fucked up story.
Yeah.
They murdered a ton of people.
They really did.
And then, like, disposed of the bodies in oil drums or some shit like that.
Yeah, those guys were not good guys. I don't know why that movie, like, kind of makes them out to be, you know, hey, look at these guys. They're just down on their luck. And they're fucking just buff as shit.
Just lovable buffoons, yeah.
But no, these fuckers like
So
kill
these
people.
purple dudes, are the big ostrich flamingo things, are they our friends?
They are. You know what? Couldn't actually tell you. They are very weird mutant creatures. But surprisingly, they are not a part of Cortex's army.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, you will see another character who was displayed in the first game, and they'll explain what his role is in this game. But first, another bonus level! Yay!
Yay, bonus levels!
So,
Are those apples?
yeah, these are called Wampa fruits. Is this like an actual
Wampet?
fruit in real life? I do not know.
I've never heard of a Wampet, but I kind of want to now.
They oddly enough look like peaches. Or
I was going to say, like,
mangoes.
a cross between mango apples.
Yeah, they are. You know what? I'm not too versed in Australian culture, which is Crash Bandicoot supposed to be based off of.
Oh, is it? Okay, interesting.
Bandicoots
I
are
had no
native
idea.
to Australia.
Are they?
Yep. So are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this
Wait,
is.
does that mean armadillos are Australian?
You know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, Rachel. I don't know. I could be bullshitting here.
I really like. I guess calling it exotic fruit is kind of rude because it's only exotic depending on where you're from. But like tropical fruits are really interesting to me because they have like crazy shit that we in the West just never see. Like, have you ever heard of a snake egg?
No, what is that, and why does it sound
is-
dangerous?
It's this little fruit, and it's in the shape of an egg, like the size of a chicken egg, but its peel looks like a snake's scales, and you literally have to peel it to get to the fruit, and it comes off in these like little crackly ribbons. It looks like a shredded snakeskin.
That doesn't sound appetizing. I'm gonna be 100% with you, Rachel. That sounds
I've
terrible.
never tried it, but it looks interesting. And there's also this giant grape tree. They're not actually grapes, but they look like grapes. And I think I want to say Brazilian, but I could be completely off. But it's like this huge tree, and the trunk and all of the branches are covered in these like fist-size looking grape motherfuckers. And they're supposed to be really sweet and really delicious.
Are they not?
And they're just like these huge, like, I mean, I have no idea. I've never tried them. It's just like kind of crazy what kind of fruit we have out there.
Well done,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that like there's even certain fruit, like if you're not native to that area, if you're not really like used to it, like half of that shit could kill you.
During the course of my
Simply because like you're not used to that type of diet. Yeah, there's certain fruits that you can't eat unless you've like been in that area. You're kind of like used to eating that specific fruit.
the fate of the world is
Interesting.
Yeah, like if you don't.
Have you ever had durian?
No, what is that?
to me.
It is known by a lot of names. It has a very pungent smell and a very distinct taste, and people that like it will compare it to like vanilla custard, and everybody else compares it to like rotting cheese.
Neither which sound. I'm gonna be honest with you. That don't sound too good.
Yes. So in durian orchards, I believe it's from the Asian continent. In durian orchards, they actually have buckets for the people that are picking the durian to go vomit in if they have to because of the smell.
Oh god.
And there are literally hotels that have signs that say no durian in the lobby because
Wow.
it smells so terrible. Yeah. I have tried it. It's really hard to get fresh in the US. I only got frozen.
I'd
I've
imagine.
had it twice. The first time when it was frozen, it did actually kind of taste like vanilla pudding. And then the second time, my dad got some and gave it to me, and I was like, this tastes like socks and cheese, and I hate it.
Socks and
So
cheese.
it was really bad. It was really intense.
Yeah, that don't sound.
Meanwhile, my
too
father
good.
thought it was amazing. He likes weird food.
I mean, who am I to judge the food palate choices of certain people? But that shit does not sound appetizing to me. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Same.
Not the most
What's
delicious.
the weirdest food that you like? Like in your it could be a combination of things. It could just be a single item. Like in your mind, what is the weirdest thing that you like?
Weirdest thing that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know. I'm a very picky eater. Weirdest thing that
Mm-hmm.
I like.
I mean, you put Cheez-Its on your spaghetti.
That is true, but I mean
That's unique.
that's I mean it's cheese on cheese. I mean it's cheese on spaghetti. I mean it's
Yeah.
that's Man.
Before I was diagnosed with celiac disease, I had a version of that. I liked eating SpaghettiOs, and then I would get cheddar goldfish crackers and like put them on top, and I was like, "This is delicious."
Oh my god, Rachel.
It was so good.
I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah, it was great. It was adorable. You stir your little goldfish into the SpaghettiOs. It was fantastic.
That is hilarious. Oh no, shit! I died.
Oh no, you lost all your Wompits.
My Wompits.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
The thing about the bonus
Oh,
level
no.
is you don't actually lose lives.
That's good.
So I can do this as many
You just
times
lose
as I want.
Wompits?
Yeah. I think the weirdest
But
thing
Wompits
has
is-
got to be something seafood related, and if it is, I think that would probably be white clam sauce with calamari and God, what was it? I've had it once, mind you, so I don't know if this constitutes as like a regular meal. White clam sauce, calamari, and crab pieces, crab meat.
Ooh. I wish I liked more seafood. So I like the concept of seafood, but
Oh, it's
not
so
too many things that
fucking
I
good. There's gotta be some. There's
first-
gotta be some seafood that you like, Rachel. Shrimp.
Yeah, there's some seafood. Like, I love shrimp. I love fried calamari with marinara sauce. That's delicious.
Oh, that sounds good. That actually sounds good.
I like the whitefish because, like, they're not really fishy tasting.
White ink?
Like, no, like whitefish, you know, like the dry white fish.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not super fishy tasting. And, like, salmon, I only like if it's smoked, because if you eat it otherwise, it's, like, super fishy tasting, and it's kind of gross to me.
I love that fishy taste, and salmon is so
Really?
fucking good. There's a Chinese
can't
restaurant
say
that I
that.
frequent that fucking their salmon is so goddamn delicious.
I would probably try salmon in a Chinese restaurant, because, like, if you get the really good, authentic shit, they know how to do, like, everything and make it taste
Oh
delicious.
fuck yeah! That's why I like. That's why I like enjoy Chinese restaurants so much because, well, the real Chinese restaurants so much because their food is
Yes,
so
do they?
fucking good.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love getting sushi. Like any Chinese restaurant that has sushi, man, I'm just in love with it. And which is weird because sushi isn't primarily Chinese.
You know, I have this weird thing with sushi. I like sashimi.
Don't like it?
Which I like sashimi because, like, I like the actual raw fish. I don't even know what I'm eating. I just like the taste of it. But if I get sushi, the actual sushi rice tastes fishy to me, and I think it's the seaweed.
It's definitely the seaweed then. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
But I love sashimi.
Sashimi is probably better for you then because a lot of people do not like the seaweed portion of sushi, which I can understand. I used to think like, oh, it's not the raw fish that's like disgusting that you probably don't like. Then like, no, it's the fish tastes fine. It's just the seaweed.
Yeah, it's got a really distinct taste that I don't care for.
But I like the seaweed portion of it. It adds a nice it kind of brings it all together.
You have you say you're a picky eater, but you have like a really good palate for good things. I wish I had that good of a palate for seafood.
See, where my pickiness comes from is I won't eat certain. I like my food like really dry, believe it or not. So I won't take any type of like
Oh, it's
condiments.
like a texture thing?
Yeah, it's a texture thing to me. I won't take a lot of foods with like condiments or anything on it. Like, you know, even if I could eat ketchup, I probably wouldn't. I absolutely hate mustard, mayo. Bleh.
What about the really good, like, German mustard where they have, like, the stone brown and it's, like, crunchy versus liquidy?
I won't eat it.
Really? Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a real.
What about barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce. I'll make an exception for because it's like the meat kind of like brings it all together. But like any type of mustard or mayo and stuff, I'm just like, nah, no. Even on my salads, I don't get like vinaigrettes. I eat it dry.
Interesting. I can't stand mayo.
Yeah, mayo's fucking disgusting.
I never have.
And it's unhealthy.
I can deal with it. Yeah, like, I can deal with it as the base of a sauce, but I don't like the taste of mayo by itself.
I hate mayo, and I
Which
try
is weird,
to.
because I like eggs and oil and vinegar.
Yeah, and I love eggs and oil and vinegar, but I don't like it when you put them all together because it tastes gross.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have eggs, oil, and vinegar, I'll make a goddamn omelet.
So I've only had crab once, and everybody tells me that I'll love it, but I went to this, so I went to a Chinese buffet, and I don't think it was very good. It was like one of those very westernized, kind of cheap places. But they had like a crab buffet, and I tried it for my first experience, and I got a bite of it, and I'd never had crab before, and as soon as I saw it on my fork, I was like, this looks wrong somehow, but I've never had it, so I don't know what I'm talking about. And I put it in my mouth, and it was cold and gelatinous.
Okay,
oof,
yeah, that was a bad crab then.
Yeah, and I almost gagged, and I was like, I hate crab. But people keep telling me that's not actually what crab is like.
It's not. Crab is so much better. You need to actually try the just try a cooked crab leg. Like king crab leg is good. Snow crab is delicious. I definitely wouldn't recommend you try lobster. Not lobster. Crawfish first, because crawfish is kind of like one of those things where you gotta know what you're eating before you eat it.
Okay. My dad loves crawfish. I think it's because he's a redneck.
It's fucking delicious, and that's hilarious. No, actually, crawfish is pretty. Well, yeah, that is pretty southern-based food, especially in fucking Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to love fucking low country boils when I was a kid. I haven't had one in years. Are you familiar with those?
No, but they sound delicious.
Oh, it's so good. They're from the Carolinas, and it's just like whole shrimp in the shell. Whole red potatoes, and then corn on the cob that you just toss into a pot with a ton of water, salt, and Old Bay seasoning, and then you boil it until everything is cooked, drain it, and basically just like dump it on the table and just pick it up with your hands and eat it. It's so
that
good.
sounds fucking delicious.
And it's amazing.
That sounds like love in a pot.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I think I might have a fetish for like all seafood because I've never met one piece of seafood I didn't like, except for octopus. But I can't really say that because I've never had octopus.
I've never tried octopus. I like squid. I do like calamari.
Never had calamari either.
I have this. Really? Never had calamari?
Yeah, never had calamari.
Oh, it's really good, especially if you get one of the places that like breads it, deep fries it, and then serves it with marinara sauce. So good.
I might have to try it one day. My mom, she eats that shit like it's nothing. But my mom also eats frog legs, and I can't eat Kermit. I just can't do it.
I've had frog's legs. I don't think I've had a seafood though, and it really does taste like chicken. They say that, but it's absolutely accurate.
That's probably true. I can see that.
Yeah. I've also had alligator,
which also tastes like chicken.
It does, but it's really dry and tough.
And yeah, it is.
I was gonna say, was yours not? Because like mine was like fucking jerky.
No, every experience I've had with alligator has pretty much been like tough, but it's good. It's good to just I guess chew on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, to me, it just reminds me of jerky, even though it's not.
My dog loved it.
And I've also had snake, which is also a lot like
snake jerky. Sounds fucking good because I've seen it in the movie The In-Laws. Have you seen that movie?
Wait, The In-Laws?
Yes, with Michael Douglas.
No.
So basically it's a movie about where Michael Douglas plays kind of like this secret CIA agent, and his son's getting married. And he hasn't really been in his son's life all too well because he's a CIA agent, but then he has to take his brother-in-law, he has to take the father-in-law rather, kind of like on one of his missions by accident. And there's a scene in The In-Laws where they go to a restaurant and they eat snake, but the snake, the joke is that, oh my god, it's snake, that's fucking disgusting. But every time I look at that scene, I'm like, that looks fucking delicious. Like, I would eat a snake in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, again, when I had it, it kind of tasted like chicken jerky, so it wasn't bad. It was just kind of dry.
I'd imagine. Snakes don't seem like very lubricated creatures.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was mine!
I've heard kangaroo is, like, a really good neutral-tasting meat, but it's supposed to be very lean.
See, I can't... See, alright, so people have described, kangaroo as, like, the rats of Australia. But, like...
They're adorable!
Yeah, when you tell me that, then I'm just like, well, obviously I'm not gonna eat that shit if is that what you consider your rats? Because I wouldn't eat an American rat, so why would I eat the Australian rat?
Yeah, I mean, I like rats, and I don't want to eat them. Kangaroos are cute. I wouldn't want to eat those either, although I totally would. I mean, to be fair, I am an omnivore. I don't have too many, like, hang-ups about meat. The thing that I can't do is liver of any kind. I keep trying to like it because it's so good for you.
It's not good.
I know. I keep trying. It's so healthy for you, and I have a lot of trouble like getting enough iron because of celiac disease. And so I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try liver, and I've tried it so many different ways, and every single time I'm like, this is the worst thing.
It's
I've ever
disgusting.
tasted.
You can't do anything to make liver
Cannot stand
good.
it. It's gross. And on this very food-centric episode, we are going to have to call it good for today. And we will see you on the next episode. So thank you for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye!
Peace out, everybody.
Okay, episode 1 down.
Nice. We talked about a lot of seafood that episode. Holy shit.
We did. We did. Andrew's going to yell at us and be like, get back to the game!